So what is your name, your major, and your year?
My name is Roshan. My major is in political science, and I am a second-year student.
Okay, nice, Roshan. What attracted you to poli-sci?
I like to think about thinking. It's very interesting to see how politics works, government institutions and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in that seemed to interest me. So it's nice to know political knowledge. That's why I chose the program.
Do you have a favorite class or professor you could tell us about?
I think a lot of the political science professors that I've worked with, mathematics, sociology, I can't really choose a really great professor because all of them are really passionate at teaching. I've noticed for my 2 years is that all of them really love, especially the poli-sci department, they really love the work that they do. And I'm honestly amazed that, that's such a beautiful department that doesn't have, enough, resources,
Wow, very nice. Okay. What kind of advice would you give to a student looking to join the poli-sci department?
I think a person that wants to join the poli-sci department, I think a person but they should always think, right? But not necessarily to think as in like, I'm thinking about something, right? But to ponder over what is right and what is wrong, to ponder, political systems, to ponder, what's the ideal form of governance. Really, people see political science as this thing like, we talk about politics. Well, it's like, what is the good politics? Like, what is something that is desirable for everybody, right? To absorb ideas, to think about it, and, to perhaps innovate on those old ideas to make them fresh and new, or perhaps to have something entirely new that benefits everybody. Okay. So I think, in short, any poli-sci student, they should be open to ideas to soak in, and not just to soak in ideas, but to also give out new, freshing ideas, right? Regardless of how it's, polarizing in this day of age.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of thinking about ideas itself and thinking itself and stuff. What would you say is some, in that regard, the most kind of important or memorable thing you've learned? You're kind of talking about like the philosophy of poli-sci, kind of, right?
Yeah, certainly.
Do you have a favorite kind of topic in that regard that's pretty impressionable too?
Something.
Let me re-ask that.
It's harder to find like political science. Even even in our own discipline, like political science, there's no consensus on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people say it just means the archaic term, the word science, knowledge, just political knowledge. There's another person, I think is by the name of, not his name, but one of the experts in Canadian politics. I think his name's Tamil or something. Forgive me for not knowing the name, but
that's right.
He said that political science is about the politics of finding the good life.
Yeah.
Right? But I think
nice.
there's a little bit more to that, but it's up to the student to figure out what that really is. I'm not saying, to be like all opinions are true, right? But, political science, it's really broad.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really say, but it's more of, I would say it's a broad sense political knowledge, but it's not very, it can be niche depending on your profession in the discipline, but it's more than that for sure. It deals with not just our politics, right, but also deals with how public policy works, right? It's certainly how the world works. That's something that poli-sci does and knows about.
Nice. So what would you like to pursue after completing your degree?
It's hard to say. Sometimes I'm thinking, maybe I should follow something in academia. Something is nice, teach people, but then, it's not really, as much as I, hate to admit in front of KPU that, being like an instructor, unfortunately, it's the prospects are very limited. So for me, perhaps I might maybe do law something. A lot of poli-sci people take law.
Yeah.
I think most people in the law school, actually, they're actually poli-sci graduates. They're actually poli-sci majors, which is something to think about if you're a prospective student in political science, right? Second is philosophy, but almost all is politics.
Nice. What kind of philosophy? Political?
Like for political science, it's like it deals with not just it deals with like political like values, right? Like terms of the sense, it's something that's right, something that's wrong. Like deals with moral philosophy, epistemology, right? It doesn't deal with metaphysics, doesn't deal with reality, but that not that I've seen, unless maybe some sort of like meta, I don't know. But nonetheless, it always say deals with like what's like our reality. It deals with like what you do, what's your living conditions. It's obviously concerned with all of that, but it's not really in the sense like metaphysics, like what's reality, like what we see. Right? Okay. But that's I don't want to.
No, I like it. I appreciate the thinking. All right. On that note, then, last question, just for fun. Would you say true or false? Everything is political.
True.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything that you do, the food that you eat, the money that you earn, your wages, your the courses that you take, the content in the courses, right? Anything that you do, politics has been involved in it. Yeah. So if any people try to escape from it, good luck, because you won't be able to.
Nice. I'm so glad I asked that. Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Roshan.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.